Welcome to Overachiever Recovery, the podcast for successful women who are ready to be more than just productive. I'm Dasha, a recovered overachiever myself. My goal is for you to reclaim the life you're meant to live, rooted in desire and self-interest. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Overachiever Recovery. If you're a woman who has done everything right, the career, the relationship, the home, the vacations, and yet you still find yourself feeling flat, wondering if this is all there is to life, then this one is for you. You've built a good life, the kind of life that people envy, but something in you knows that good isn't the same as feeling alive. You feel selfish wanting more, not being satisfied. And I believe you when you say you're grateful. You really are. But gratitude doesn't cancel out desire. Wanting more doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you human. And this is what overachiever recovery is all about. The process of unlearning the belief that your worth depends on how much you achieve, how well you perform, or how little you need. And it's about learning how to develop the most sustainable resource we can have: self-love and self-worth, while staying in connection with others. Here's the problem. If you spend years proving that you're good, smart, and capable enough, especially as a woman raised to be a good girl on top of that, you're in quite a bind. You've built a life that looks satisfying, but it doesn't feel like you anymore. Here's what I hear from women all the time. I should be happy. I have a good partner, a good job, kids who are healthy. On paper, everything looks perfect. So why do I feel restless? I'm guilty for even saying that out loud. I remember a client who told me that she would check Instagram at night and see women launching creative projects or traveling solo, and she would feel this ache inside. I want that. But then came the shame spiral. Who am I to want more when I already have so much? That's the secret shame of high-achieving women. We are taught to measure our success by how many boxes we've checked: career, family, financial success, but not by how alive we feel. So when life feels joyless or flat, we don't question the system. We question ourselves. We think we're ungrateful, selfish, or broken. What's wrong with us for wanting more? But what's really happening is that your inner world is trying to evolve and your outer world hasn't caught up yet. Let's change that together. I want to talk about 3 truths that every recovering overachiever needs to hear. First, the myth of enough. You've been chasing enough your whole life. Enough success, enough love, enough security. But enough isn't a finish line. It's a moving target that keeps shifting the more you achieve. Because what you're actually craving isn't more things. It's more joy, more satisfaction, more meaning. You don't want to just feel accomplished any longer. You want to feel aligned with the core of you, which right now might be buried deep inside. And wanting that is okay. Truth number 2, desire isn't greedy. A lot of my clients feel guilty expressing a wish for more. Somehow desire feels bad or wrong. I want you to know that desire isn't selfish or shallow. It's sacred. It's the language of your life energies saying, there is more of me to express, more joy to have. When you shame your desires, you dim your own vitality. Just because you wish for more it doesn't make you ungrateful. You can be deeply grateful for what you have and still want more. Gratitude grounds you. Desire expands you. And the last one, we do not need to prove our worth. Most women were raised with this invisible rule book, the good girl code. Be kind, be agreeable, don't rock the boat because you're not good enough as you are. So even when you succeed, you're exhausted because your achievements were built on over-functioning, over-giving, and over-proving, all in exchange for buying the right to exist, to be seen, to be loved and accepted. The real recovery isn't from ambition. It's from the energy behind it, the compulsion to prove your worth. That's what overachievery is about. Reclaiming the energy that you've spent on being good enough for other people and directing it towards being authentic. So ask yourself, where in life do you feel guilty for wanting more? What if you allowed gratitude and desire to coexist instead of competing? What's one small thing that you secretly want but haven't admitted, even to yourself? Your answers don't need to be something grand. Sometimes more just means more intimacy, more peace, more you. You're not broken for wanting more. You're simply waking up to your next chapter. And if you are in your 40s or 50s, in your perimenopausal or postmenopausal years, I implore you not to minimize the transformation happening at this time in your life. You're not unhappy because your hormones are out of balance. Your hormones are actually screaming for you to find a life with more joy, self-love, and healthy self-interest. Don't dismiss that message. Overachiever recovery is exactly about this. Healing from the chronic need to prove that you're enough. And learning to live, lead, and love from authenticity instead of exhaustion. Thank you for listening. If this episode spoke to you, it isn't a coincidence you're here. If you're ready to start living life on your terms, I would love to help you get there. Find me at coachingbydasha.com or connect with me on LinkedIn. Until next time, choose yourself.